What's happening, everybody? What's going on? Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'm here. Check this out. We're going into it's another Wednesday. Welcome to another edition of Midweek Medicine. It's me, your mindset motivator, Miguel Brown, right? We're going to dive into this. We're going to dive into it real quick. This is not going to be a long thing. It's just something that I've been observing over the last couple of days. Some things that I've been paying attention to, some things I've been reading about, some things I've been listening to. In the last 2 weeks or so, I have associated myself with a group of individuals that's outside my normal group. These individuals are goal-oriented. They have their mind and their focus is sharp. They are always looking to get better in their area of expertise, self-development, everything. I just attach myself with a group of people that's outside of my norm so that I can get to another level, so that I can be where I want to be, so I can be the speaker I want to be, so I can work on my health the way that I want to work on my health, so I can be a better husband, a better father, a better worker, all these different things, right? A better writer, more importantly. So I knew that by associating with these individuals that it would pour into me. It would allow me to take my speaking to another level. It would allow me to be more efficient in writing this book. That's right. Everybody keep coming in, keep signing on. Remember, this thing is live, so if you got some comments and everything, send them through, and we're going to try to answer them, talk about them, all that stuff. So let's just keep on rolling with this. So I've been able to do a self-assessment on myself. And by self-assessing, I can find my strong points. I can find my weak points. I encourage everybody to do this in every area of life. Your health, your employment, your own business endeavors, your relationships, whatever the scenario be. As a parent, do these different things to see where you are, where you could get stronger at, what skill sets you can get better on, what things you need to get rid of, what things you don't need to do, because some things is actually just a waste of time. You might as well do away with them, right? So I've been noticing one thing, and it's a common thing among people that are at one level and they're trying to get to another level, but for some reason they just plateau at this level right here, and they're not making it up there, and they're doing everything that they think they can do, but they're not getting there. And what I like to call that gray margin is the gap, right? And what's the gap? That gap in your life is the difference between where you are and the level that you need to get to. It's your success, right? It's what you want to grow to be, how you want to get to where you want to get to, but you, for whatever reason, you're not getting there. And you must fill that gap in order to get there. It's necessary for you to fill that gap. You need to think about in your life what's necessary in you and around you so that you can get to where you're going, right? Case in point, let's look at myself. A couple of weeks ago, I put it out into the airwaves that I'm writing my first book, right? Through a couple of friends and family, I knew it was, and God, more importantly, it was time to start writing this book, right? And I have been doing that. If you ask me, and I thank all of my followers and my friends and everything for tapping in and like, hey, Miguel, did you write something today? Yes, I did. Good. I appreciate it. I appreciate that accountability. We all need that. Like for some of y'all, the gap might just be accountability. Somebody else to push you, right? So I've been writing. But the thing is, I probably would like to say that a lot of writers think like this. When I do write, I like to be rested. I like to be focused. I like to be in a calm environment. I got 4 kids, so that can be trying at times. So I don't write every day. I would say I'm doing okay writing. Like out of a week, I might write once or twice. Now, when I do put the pen to the pad, I go in. Like I'm 4 or 5 pages probably, right? But it's not as much as I would like. And, well, I'm not going to say it's not as much as I would like, because up until this point, I've been thinking I've been doing okay just because of the fact that I am writing. But I was able to place value on my writing. I was able to place value on how necessary this book is. Not just because I have had a couple people say, Miguel, you got a book in you and I can't wait to read it, but also because I have come to get the revelation that this book is going to be what allows my speaking to go to the next level. This book is what will allow more doors and opportunities for me to open. You know, in the next couple of days, you guys are going to see a picture of me. I'm going to be holding a book. I'm going to put some blank paper on it, and I'm going to write on that blank piece of paper, best-selling author, #1 book in the nation. Just so I can get a visual of myself and what it is I want to be and what I'm working for and what I got to do. See, it's necessary for me to finish this book, not just for, you know, those opportunities, but for my family, so my wife don't have to work that hard. You know, we're placed in a position that where my wife found her passion and she loves doing what she's doing, and in turn, in that passion, she gets to make us money, which is great, and we doing good. That's Big Bank Hank right there. That's my sugar mama. Love you, baby. But anyway, it's going to come a time where what I'm doing has to start showing fruit. It has to start producing the income, and I'm in the process of learning how to make what I do a stream of income, right? So, in writing my book, like I said, I like to have that peace and all that. So most of the time I'm writing on the day off. So like I said, I might only write like once a week, twice a week, or whatever. Well, after realizing that there's a gap for me being right here as opposed to me being up here, is that the time that I put into it. I need more time to put into it. Like, because if I keep going the way that I'm going, this book is going to take me like 2 years. Like, if that's real talk. And we don't have 2 years. I don't have time to be waiting for 2 years, you know. But if I take the time and I discover, if I wake my butt up an hour earlier every day and I do 1 page a day, first of all, I get everything that I wanted. I get the environment that I wanted. I want it peaceful. I want it quiet, because ain't nobody going to be up at 4 in the morning. I'll be rested because I didn't went to bed at night, and I can just think and I can just write. And I do a page a day. I can get this book done in a couple of months, right? Because I realize the value of it. I realize what's necessary for me to become the author that I see that I can be. To become the author that a lot of you think that I can be, I'm going to fill a gap. What gaps do you need to what gaps do you need to fill? What, you working out and you got a certain way you want to look, a certain diet you want. What's your gap? What's keeping you from doing that? Are you being lazy? Are you eating the wrong stuff? You know, are you not taking your workout serious? Are you doing it leisurely, but at the same time you complaining because it's something you want? You know, your marriage is kind of off. What's the gap? What's not going good between you and your husband or you and your wife? You know, what communication do you need to work on? What listening skills do you need to work on? What y'all need to do for each other? You know, you're not in your kid's life. You know, 9 times out of 10 it's probably the father that's not in their kid's life, but you want to be. What's the gap? What area do you need to fill to make that happen? What area do you need to suck up, take responsibility for, and start owning it so that you can be more in your kid's life? You got a terminal illness. You know, what's the gap between you dying and you living? Figure out your gap and fill it. Self-assess. Look at your health. Go to the right people. I have affiliated myself with all the right individuals that are pushing me now, that are putting my mind in a different place. I keep telling y'all, you change your mind, you change your life. You change your mind, you save your life. You change your mind, you gain some freedom. Flat out. What are you doing to increase these chances for yourself? To create these odds for yourself, to make these opportunities, to get that new position at work. What gap are you filling? You're a mediocre employee, but you want to be employee of the month, a manager, or you want to own it. What do you need to do to get from right here to right here? Let's stop plateauing right here. Self-assess, evaluate what's going on, and then figure out what you need to do. What people do you need to cut out of your life? Who do you need to affiliate with? What books you need to start reading? You know, you might got to cut out your favorite show so that you can do what you got to do. Like, I realized that I was watching a little bit more TV than I used to, and I need to get back to reading. I'm getting back to reading, period. I'll be getting up early in the morning now. As hard as I used to do it for work, why can't I do it for the thing that I know that's going to create wealth for myself? Writing this book, right? I'm going to start getting up. get my butt up in the morning, write this book. So self-assess. Think about what's necessary in your life. Think about where you want to go in life. What's the next level that you want to get to? And then figure out, after you do that, what's the gap? What's that thing that I need to do, that it's a must that I do to get from point A to point B, so that I can experience the wealth I want, the success I want, the health I want, the growth in friendships, in my business, all these things. What's the gap? What's necessary for you to do to get there? And I keep repeating it because I want y'all to really get this down, and I want you to really hear it. Like, because I literally have been people watching these last couple of weeks, and I understand the importance of knowing that you do have a gap between where you want to be and where you need to be. But you got to fill it. What you going to fill it with? All right, so we're going to end it on that one, guys. Fill your gap. I love every one of you. Self-assess. I appreciate all of y'all for watching tonight and doing the live thing. I'm going to repost this again tomorrow, the recorded one. So if you missed it and you came in late, you can watch all of it again. Leave me your comments, your concerns, your questions, what you think about everything. Critique me, get back with me, because all that stuff, I take it all in just so I can get better and fill my gap, right? So y'all have a great night, a great evening, great morning, wherever you are and you're watching. I love you guys. Be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I see you when I see you. I'm out.